Howdy train fans, welcome back to the Chattanooga Southern. Thought I'd do something a little different today. We're going to do a little operating session here in the yard, putting up a train to go outbound to further south Chattanooga to the industrial complex arena. So what I thought I'd do is walk you through a little bit of stuff I've done on this yard at this point. So you'll notice I've got some of the track in. These turnouts are now in and fully done, installed with my holes drilled, ready to go. The track's in, but I haven't, as you can see, I haven't spiked it yet. This one's down at this point. I haven't spiked that one or this one, and this one's a little running loose down here. I'll get to that in short order, hopefully this week. So I've got the whole week off. This is a Monday for the Thanksgiving holiday, so I'm gonna, I have dedicated, in my mind at least, a couple days to really work on this layout, kind of sun up to sundown kind of thing. So hopefully I should have a really good update by the end of the week for you guys, but thought I'd throw this in here for you. So let me show you what I've got. So we're going to be running with, as you can see here, a FM Trainmaster, and then I've numbered a couple of these cars 1 through 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is over here, 6 is this flat car back here, and of course you got to have a caboose in this day and age of the 80s, heading south. So that's what you're going to see me do. Since I am not that great with camera work, and I'm trying to do this one-hit wonder style, I'm going to set this up, take you down to a reasonably decent level so you can watch what I'm doing. And of course, as a train man, I've got my Java in hand. I'm going to be off camera over here because I am running this on DC power, so I have to stay near the power pack, but you'll be able to see me pop in and out doing the interchange or flipping switches and uncoupling. And I do use a skewer stick for uncoupling. So let's get busy, shall we? So we're moving the locomotive out of what will be the engine facility shed, bringing him out to the main lead into the yard. And I will pause him just beyond the switch, flip the switch, take him on out. Obviously under DC I don't have sound. This is a DC-C locomotive. Oop, got a little. Taking him into what will become the fueling facility. Oops. Apparently I have a, there we go, fueling facility. So this is where the tankers will be for this track. We'll set him there for a second, let him get fueled up, and what we'll do is we'll take him out, bring him over here to where the yard office would be, get his instructions for the cars that you see out there. So, all right, we'll just do a little fast time here, assume he's gotten fueled up, topped off. We'll call it topped off, right? Since it didn't take that long. All right, so he's gonna run down to the yard office. And obviously he's getting stuck. Be much better when we get turnout switches. All right, so he's gonna sit there. While he's doing that, I'm gonna align some switches here. We need, our first pair of cars we need to get out of here are these two Valdosta Southern boxcars. You haven't seen these yet. These are just a new acquisition. Sorry, I had a Catzilla on the layout. These are new acquisition, so we're going to pull these out and we're going to set them out on another track for a local going up the L&N line. So we'll pull those first. flipping a switch, come in and grab the string. And yank the whole string here. What I'm gonna do, since I'm not using these tracks over here right now, I'm gonna set those two box cars out here on this newer trackage. So. See those clearly tagged 1 and 2, so we'll set those out. I have to clear the curve switch. It's going to be just outside of your viewing lane. It has a very long set of points. I'm going to flip this switch here, send it back. And just so you know, just that train alone took up the entire siding. I was actually fouling the main out there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars is a little much for that passing siding. Hopefully we won't have any derailments here. I'm going to set these cars out where they won't foul the main. Use the pointy end of the stick in. Decouple those. Maybe. There we go. Pull forward. And I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I do when I'm running a train is I always get in the habit of the moment I stop the train, I immediately flip it into the direction that I'm going to go next. That way I don't have any chance of like accidentally recoupling cars. So I'm gonna put this string of box cars right back where they were. And while that's happening, cheers. I have to say, I am so excited that I can actually run trains now, and this yard is working really, really well. So, do have a couple cars that are a little still finicky, mainly because they haven't been weighted down, but we'll fix those. All right, so we've gotten that car. So, what I want to do, get my skewer in there. What I want to do is I don't necessarily want these cars in the order in which I've numbered them, based off of how they get dropped off on the way that way. So the order that we're going to do, the 3 and 4 are going to be the last two we pull. The 7 is the first one in the train, so I'm going to grab it first. The box car is second in that run. And then I'm going to pull the flat and then these two cars. So it's going to go in the order of 7, 5, 6, 3, and 4. Okay, 7, 5, 6, 3, and 4. Keep me honest. Here we go. So in order to do that, I know I'm running that a little fast. I need to stay around my 10-mile-an-hour limit. So I've got to come all the way out to come get those. All right, I've cleared. Changing speed, flipping points. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit faster than I would normally. So I'm coming around, I'm coming to grab this car right here. I'm going to go ahead and decouple that. Actually, I'm not going to. Yeah, that worked a little better. All right, we're gonna pull away. All right, so now I gotta come back out and grab the number 5 car. So that's that pretty blue ocean, I would call it the ocean southern car. All right. Now we're gonna drive ourselves back. I'm gonna be in that siding. So I need to pull the Vermont car and this car. There we go. And then do a decouple there. So come forward a little bit. Stop there. I'm going to decouple this here. I'm going to continue on. And I'm going to take this one back into where we had the other box cars. I didn't follow my own rule just then, flipping the switch, so it's a good thing I picked up on that. Ooh, we have a derail. Get out the crew. All right, re-rail crew has done their job, lightning speed as usual. All right, we're gonna couple that up. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect this. Oops. All right, we're gonna pull forward. Alright, flip our switch, head back, pick up the southern. That might be, there we go, whoops, going a little crazy there. Coffee must be kicking in. Alright, so now we got to come, while we're waiting to clear that switch, we got to come back and get this puppy out here. This is going to be a little more fun. Alright, we're clear of that. Flip that turnout. Run back that way. So we said we're doing 7, 5, 6, 4, 3 and 4, and then 8 as the final. So we're gonna come back, grab this string of cars, and I'm gonna dump these 3 back onto this track here, which is the number 1 track. I'll explain that a little more here in a bit. Alright, so just like last time, I'm going to pull these pretty far out. Leave the number 6 car there. I'm going to decouple here. I'm going to continue on. Clear the track 1 switch, done that. There you go, I'm gonna back on in. I'm not gonna couple these 3 cars to this set of cars. I'm just gonna kind of leave them on the siding as soon as they meet the clearance point or past the clearance point. And I think that's a good spot right there. Doing uncoupling. Come forward. That's good. Oh, we're clear. I'm gonna do that. Come back. All right, oops. Got a little crazy with the coupling there. So now we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna line the turnouts to the number 4 track, right? Is that right? I gotta think about this. Yeah, number 4 track. I'm gonna head back in. And grab those. I'm gonna grab the 1 single hopper first. This is the Chesapeake and Ohio one. I'm gonna decouple it because we don't need it. We're gonna drag it out and put it on. Oop, ow, I may couple those back up again. No, hey, I got lucky, look at that. no rail incident today. So we're going to put that back on the number 3 track. And we're going to leave it up at the head end because we don't want to be shoving all the way back. All right, here we go. So we're going to take him, drop him somewhere in here, make sure he's clear. Don't want to waste the added fuel driving him all the way to the very rear. All right, so we got that there. So we're going to decouple him, set the brakes. Now in a real operating session, I'm kind of doing this for your benefit, for timeline. Normally I would do this at a very different speed, more realistic, but trying to have some fun right now. All right, now we're gonna head back and grab our other 2 hoppers. So we're coming back for the 2 Southerns. They are disconnected. Oops, didn't mean to push them that much. We're gonna grab those 2. All right, I'm gonna yank on those. Yep, good, hold in the slack. Next object is obviously to get our caboose. Okay, so we'll pull free, clear of this switch right there, and come back and get our caboose. And then I'm gonna come on back. Helps if you hit the switch. Here we go. By the way, I really like these cars. They roll really well out of the box. All right. Did we couple up? No, we didn't for some reason. All right. So we're good to go here. So we're going to take this out to the passing siding. Now that we've got this all hooked up and ready to go, we've got our 1 and 2 Valdosta boxcars. They're ready for him to come back once he sets this out, come back, grab those, and take those over to the L&M line, which is off camera for you, so I'm not going to actually do that. But he's pulling out to the main line, or to the, like I said, the passing siding, where he'll drop that string of cars in the caboose, ready for the road engine to make its way south to make deliveries for the local. So, and there he is. Okay, so there you have it. A little bit of an operating session, right? Just a little bit of background about how I've done this yard. So the way I'm looking at it is that this yard was originally just these 5 tracks, and so they were numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Later on, these 2 tracks were added, so they are now 6 and 7. So in the future, you're gonna need to remember that, and I'll try to remind you. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 6 and 7. Okay, well, that's it. Thought I'd do something a little different for you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't thought about subscribing yet, please do. And also think about hitting that like button. It's good feedback for me. If you like videos like this where we're doing operations, love to know that. Until then, hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you all down the tracks. Bye.